Hi bass players, this video is going to be in two parts. The first part we're going to talk about is our pizzicato hand. Remember in class I had you all make the fox. We're going to add more to that today in this video. And then we're going to get our left hand, strong hand ready to go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to our pizzicato hand. Our ready, let's rock when we turn it onto our bass. Now, what I want you to look at is on your hand. You see where your knuckles are and the lines in your hand. So I'm looking from my pointer fingers first line all the way to my pinky. And that's what I'm looking for in my right hand, which is our pizzicato hand. I took a marker and I drew what that might look like. So you can see where those all bend. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a straw. This is a smoothie straw. If you don't have a straw at home, you can grab a pencil or a pen to be able to do this. So I'm gonna take my straw and I'm just gonna put it connecting the lines of my hand, just like so. Okay, it's just in my hand, it's just normal, it just feels kind of natural the way that it is. It's right there in the straw. Now, I talked to you about your thumb with the fox yesterday and then making his chin really strong. And so with the thumb, remember, we don't want our thumb to look like this. I call this a banana thumb. This is a banana split. We want that thumb, looks like you're coming right at me. So it should be pointing to me. We don't want it to point up, pointing in. So when I go to put my thumb on the straw or the pencil or pen, eventually the bow, we want it to be pointing upward so that it is bent out this way. Banana split, not banana. Here's my hand, put it in place, boom, and I bend my thumb. And if you can see, it's behind my second finger. Boom, boom, boom. That. Okay, here it is. Not this, bend. And my fingers just hang over the top. They just kind of hang there, easy. So when you're busy watching YouTube, so like all day, or you're not watching Penn State football tomorrow, or whenever they're playing, tomorrow's the big Ohio State Penn State game. Go State. Have a straw in your hand or a pencil, whichever works for you, but it's got to go right there. Okay? Now, moving on to our left hand, strong hand. You all remember when we were dealing with the little footballs that we had. I gave you all these footballs at home to be practicing with, right? Okay, so we have these, and so we are going to now put that into practice. Hopefully you've been using that and building up some strength in your left hand, but I want you to imagine holding a Big Mac or a Whopper, one of those big sandwiches, okay? And when you hold that, your thumb isn't up here, it's pointing like towards the center of the sandwich. Same thing happens when you hold like a bottle of water. You don't hold water like this when you drink it, or soda, or your Celsius or Prime. All of your Celsius Prime, isn't that like Transformers? Anyway, so you got your thumb here when you're holding that, nice and big. And we remember with our little football guy, our fingers are spread really far. Okay, so we're gonna take that whole process, and we're about to put this on the bass. Okay, so if you have your bass nearby, get ready for it. If you don't, pause this and grab it. I'm gonna grab my bass right here. Ooh, angle this towards the ceiling. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so I'm gonna bring this in real close so you can see what's happening here. But your bass has yellow, red, orange, and purple. Okay, so we're gonna be taking our left hand, strong hand from here. So I got my bass angled here. So here's my Big Mac. I'm gonna take my Big Mac from here, my Whopper. I'm gonna bring it out over here on this side. I hope you can. Is this gonna be easier without the lights? It might be. Oop. Maybe. Maybe not. Ooh. Oh yes, that's much better. You can see way better. Okay. Big Mac. And I'm gonna take it out here. See my thumb's pointing that direction? Now, when I bend my arm again, it's still pointing towards me, okay? It's pointing straight towards me. It's not pointing towards the ceiling. So I'm gonna take my left hand, strong hand, and I'm gonna put it on the D string with one on yellow and my pinky on red. My fingers are all pushing down, and they're going to push down real hard so that the string is pushed all the way down to the fingerboard. My thumb is in the middle of the back of the neck. Now, I may have put a piece of tape on the back of yours for your thumb. I may have put one of these Velcro spots on it. There's a couple of different types of things that we've done. And if it doesn't have that and you need that, let me know and I can make sure we get that for you. But this thumb is, or this marking place is between your second and your third finger, closer to your third finger when you've got your Big Mac turned around. So here it is. Here's my Big Mac out here, and I'm going to bring it in to my base so that it is right on the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. My pointer is 1. My second finger is my middle. 3 is ring. 4. I can't just do my pinky without my ring, my ring finger, but that's 4. Pinky is 4. So we're putting all 4 down. Big Mac out, in. My thumb is pointing straight to me. I've got 4 fingers on the D string, and I'm pushing. Now, you see my elbow, okay? My elbow is not going to be all the way up here. I don't want to serve tea. Imagine there is a balloon underneath your arm, and we're going to pump it up like 2 or 3 times. We don't want it all the way up here, but we don't want it down here either. And we certainly don't want it resting like this. That's a big no-no. So I'm going to show you the back of my hand as we do this. Okay, here's the Big Mac is over here now, and I'm bringing it in, and it sets right here. My thumb is pointing to me. It's not up, it's not over here. Okay, and my elbow is out here. Now, I saw this guy once do a bass class with a bunch of teachers, and one of the things that he said that really made me laugh, but it's true, is imagine you have chocolate cake smeared all over your face. You're gonna take your hand, boom, and it comes straight across, and boom, it's right there into position. So all 4 are down, but your elbow is kind of angled towards the ground, but not straight down. It's out a bit. So you're going to go, we're gonna try this together. We're gonna go Big Mac out here, Big Mac out here, and we're gonna bring it in and set all 4 down on the D string. We're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, push down hard, 3, 2, 1, lift off, relax. Let's do that again. Big Mac, in, down on the D string. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, now the next part, I want you to practice that at least 5 times. Really make sure you know where that hand is going to land, right in spot with that left hand, strong hand. The strings have to go all the way to the fingerboard. Now we're going to take our Ready, Let's Rock on the D string, and while my left hand strong hand is really secure on the strings, they're all the way down to the fingerboard, I'm going to take my pizzicato hand and I'm going to pull the D string, and I'm going to get this note right here. This is the note called F sharp. F sharp. Now, if you don't have your fingers pushed down all the way, it's going to sound like this. Sounds like nothing. When you push down all the way, you're going to get a ring. It'll vibrate. We really want to hear it vibrate, but it won't work if you don't have your fingers pushed down. That's F sharp. All right, basses. You got a lot of work to do. We're going to build up some strength in our left hand, strong hand. And when you're done, you're probably going to end up having some lines in your fingers where the bass strings meet. So hopefully you'll give this a go this week. It's tough, but I'm starting with the hardest hand position. It's only easier from here, but it won't be easy if you don't try this a few times this week between now and your next lesson. Have a great day, gang, and remember, when it's difficult, you are learning. Bye-bye.